All right, made it to the top of Avery. Nice open area right here. John's up here with me. What's up, John?
What up?
And we are waiting for Brit Brap to come down. I'm already thinking about the waffles.
We're not even a third of the way down.
I wonder if John brought beef jerky.
All that beef jerky talk.
We're gonna be doing some filming and stuff, taking our time, so you're good.
Dogs everywhere. Hi, dog. Hi, dog. Hi, dog.
Y'all have fun.
See ya.
Bye.
Welcome to Squatch Bikes. So we are parked here off of Avery Creek Road at the horse stables. One thing I do want to mention is this parking over here is for the horse stables. This is their business. So we don't want to take up their parking spots because they're specifically for them. Down along this side, there's plenty of parking. There's also parking down along the road, or you can pedal up Avery Creek Road a little bit further. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take off up Avery Creek Road. Brittany, who is cheating right now, already took off up Clawhammer right up here. And we're going to see which way's faster. We already kind of know the way I'm going is a little bit faster, but that's okay because the power to weight ratio between the two of us, she's sort of like a Formula One car and I'm like an overloaded dump truck. So we will start going up this hill and we'll see you guys at the top. So pedaled up from the horse stables here, just a little ways in. This is a perfect little warm up. This is actually where we're going to be coming out. This is Buckhorn Gap. Anyways, I got to catch up to Brittany because I guarantee you she's pedaling harder than I am. I'll see you guys up top. Alright, so we have made it to almost the top of the gravel road. This is Bennett right back here behind me, and right over here is Buckwheat. They are kind of just across the street from each other basically. We're not going to be taking those today, but when you get to this point from the horse stables, we are at about 1,100 feet of climbing, and the worst of the climbing at this point is pretty much over. I'm actually going to be able to make up some time trying to catch up with Brittany here just around this corner. It really mellows out. It's almost flat, a little bit of climbing, and then it's going to descend pretty fast for a good mile or so, all the way down to Club Gap, which will be on our right hand side, and that's where we're going to see you guys next. So we made it to Club Gap off of Avery Creek Road. The last mile of Avery Creek Road is really a nice descent. Allows you to kind of cool down for a minute from all the climbing. This is a great little area to kind of catch your breath, lower your heart rate before you start the Club Gap climb. The first section of this is pretty steep, and you get to the top of this little 1 minute, 2 minute section here, and then it gives you a quick 20-30 second descent. And then we start into the real Club Gap climb, which really feels like an old dry creek bed. There's usually a couple of muddy spots, things like that. It is a little bit more technical climbing. It does have a couple of steep parts and it can wear you out, so most people just end up hike-a-biking this. Oh man. I think I burned too many matches. I think it's hike-a-bike time. Did I win? So we made it to the top of Club Gap, came straight up through it. If you go straight through, that brings us onto Avery, which was what we're gonna ride today. When you get to this nice big open area, this big intersection, if you turn right, that takes you up Buckwheat. If you turn left, that takes you up what we call Upper Black. buckwheat and upper black were redone a little over a year ago, but Avery was very overgrown and there was a lot of trenches starting to form, rain ruts, things like that. Now they've put in a lot of man-made rock gardens. Everything's rollable on this trail. It's fun, it's fast. There are some features on the trail. Most of those are on the right-hand side, so if you stay left for most of them, you can just go right around them, which is probably what we'll be doing today, just to show you. We'll let Pat and Will and those guys hit the crazy stuff later on in Stranger Lines, but let's get rolling. All right, so here's our first feature. We're coming down Avery right here. You stay right, you see a rock slab there. Nice kicker, take you out into some other rocks, or you can clear them. Or you can stay to the left and just hit a little man-made rock wall there. Again, it's man-made, so you can just roll through it. Nothing too scary there. But this is definitely the first feature, and it is not a light one. So this is one of the features that you're kind of forced to do or walk through, but it's a log cutout, and you kind of got to watch coming through it. And it's not easy because you're turning right to get over the log, and you have to look left, and there's one rock that you have to line up for that's kind of blind. But I mean, this is one of those things that we can challenge ourselves on, try it out. But it's one of the few things here on Avery that you kind of have to do that is a little bit trickier. The next one is the Big Rock Garden. We'll go over that as well, and it's kind of the same way. You're kind of forced to either walk through it or try it out. So whatever you want to do. This rock garden is it's constantly changing. It is one of the features that you have to go through, or you can walk. There's not a route around it. It changes constantly though. People move rocks, they move on their own. The rain washes them around. So if you get up to it and you don't see the line, just walk it. But if you want to try it, it's not as bad as it looks. You just kind of take your time, pick your line as you approach it, and stick with it. And remember, look where you want to go. Don't look where you don't want to go. Now, not only is she talking about eating beef jerky, sirloin, steak, or whatever it is, now she wants to reheat it in a microwave. You don't reheat steak in a microwave. Sirloin, that's why it's beef jerky.
It ain't chewy.
I guarantee you that is chewy. So we're probably 40% of the way down already, and you come to this little open area, and it looks like you can turn right or left. We just want to keep going straight right through the roots. It comes into a nice high-speed section, and that high-speed section will lead us to a little bit of chunder, more high-speed, and then we have this really great big switchback that I think they did a fantastic job rebuilding when they did it. So we'll see you guys down there. So this is the big gap jump. I'm up here on the lip of it. Brittany's way down there in the gully, the hole, the gap itself. And then you have the transition landing on the other side. This thing's pretty big, probably 25 feet-ish. There is a way around it right on the left. Right after this, things smooth out a little bit. There is some chunder, some man-made rock gardens. Those man-made rock gardens are actually really nice to plow through. They can inspire a lot of confidence because there's not a lot coming back at you like the ones on Lower Black. Nothing gonna grab that front tire and send you sailing. But it's super high speed. You can stay in the groove, kind of see where everybody else is packed in the dirt. And this is a really fun high-speed section. It kind of basically takes us back to the bottom of Avery. There it is. So this is really the only split of the day, and it's basically down here at the bottom. You can either go to the left and go over the 2-log bridge, and what we do is we stay everything right, and we actually come out on Buckhorn instead of Avery. Both of them are going to take you back to Avery Creek Road. Buckhorns just seems to be a little bit quicker. It's a little less swampy, and that's basically going to take us all the way out to Avery Creek Road, and we're finished. So now it's time for Stranger Lines. We just finished up Avery Creek Trail. We're back out here at Avery Creek Road. It's Friday. Brittney and I are gonna head back to the shop. We're gonna grab a couple of beers. If you're in the Brevard area, come ride with us. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
This is too much fun. Every corner, whee! It's a wee bike, wee bike. Should we also just pull it?
Let's pull
See
it.
how far we can go? That was just a run up. Oh, it's bigger because the lip is tiny now. I don't have it today, dude. All right, hindsight after starting, it's still scary. I'm gonna come back, I'll do it for you guys later, but today is not the day. And that's okay, right? John says it's okay. He's gonna fire me. If there was ever a definition of stranger lines, I think this is it. Okay. And there's the end of stranger lines for Avery Creek. I'm in the creek. I'm all the way stuck. My foot's in the mud.
This right here, all these cars were driving past, and we've been driving for, I don't know, quarter of a mile. That's why you either want to get here super early or super late, because that's a long hike to get to a waterfall. That's a beautiful waterfall, but it's right off the road, and you think, oh, it's right there. But if you don't get here early, you still end up like hiking a mile up the road. And at that point, I'd much rather hike up trail where there's no cars trying to run me over. But that's it, little travel tip.
Yo!
One more time. Yo!
Yo.
We're lining up for Brittney to hit the big gap.
Yeah, dog.
Are you ready for this?
I ain't doing that.
Why not? You just said you were going to. You were up there talking a bunch of smack.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to die today or get paralyzed, so.
Well, you just said back there that you were going to hit it.
No.
She didn't say that. Yeah, I don't.